Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to FitStart TV. Now, last week we concentrated on 5 things that people always ask me when they first try to kickstart a new fitness and fat loss regime. This week, I want to talk about 5 things that people never ask me, but they really should. I want to start off with the first one being the fact that when you first get started, it's more about what you're no longer doing than what you are actually doing. What people usually say is, okay, tell me what to do, and I'll do that. I'll do anything as long as it's going to get me results. So it's going to get to lose weight quickly, get control over food, exercise regularly. Now, the truth is when you first get started, it's about the things that you cut out that has the dramatic effect on your health, fitness, and fat loss. So all of a sudden, when you start to clean up your eating a little bit, you perhaps ditch some of the obvious big hitters, sugar, heavily processed fats, heavily processed foods, fast food, the takeaways that you're having, they're going to have the biggest effect when you're first getting started. Okay, maybe it's the alcohol that you drink. Lots of people, as they kind of start getting on a little bit, they get in the habit of having a little wine o'clock. So a little drink at night time before they go to bed just helps them sleep a little bit, but it's all extra calories. And by having that alcohol, actually, quite often what we'll do is we'll increase our cravings. We'll want to eat and drink more, and we feel crap the next day. We know what it's like when you're a little bit foggy-headed in the morning. You need a little bit of a pick-me-up, and it can lead to over-consuming crap food more. By cutting this out, that's where we get our initial bit of progress. When you start something new and you drop 10 pounds in your first week, or 6 or 7 pounds in your first week, or whatever, usually is because of the things you've cut out. So that is the thing to focus on right now. Instead of going, okay, tell me what to do, because I always imagine it as like a bracket, and people focus on this front bracket, tell them what to do, and that will get me the best results. And they often neglect this bottom bracket where they're still perhaps eating the same crap food, or they're still staying up way too late, or they're still smoking too much, or, they're still eating in a manner in which it boosts cravings and just makes it hard to eat smart. Or perhaps they're focused on the front bracket of like training for an hour a day, they're hitting the gym, but the food hasn't changed. But when you start to clear out these things, these bottom bracket activities, that's when we start getting progress. And they're the things to focus on, certainly in the first 2 or 3 weeks, okay? Because they're going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. It's also going to lay an incredible platform for you to kick on. When that initial progress is done, you've made those quick wins, you've got those quick wins. When you start to do something new, then you will truly see the benefit of that. Quite often I've seen people, start a new fitness regime, but not change their eating, and they might be getting fitter, but actually their body composition isn't changing. And that's why I recommend, to focus on the things that you should no longer do when you're first getting started. It will help you, stop getting frustrated with your progress. I've seen people, they're 2 weeks in, they've not really changed those big hitters, and it's, they haven't really thought about the stuff that they've got to do without. They're getting frustrated, and then they drop off the wagon because they're just not seeing the progress that they want. They're working hard and just not seeing any results for it. So think about that. In this, for the next couple of weeks and you're first getting started, just think about all the stuff that or remember the mantra, it's what you're no longer doing that counts right now, okay? In the future, when you get better and you get more habits established and all that kind of stuff, then it'll boil down to the things that you do, okay? But right now, it's what you're no longer doing that counts. So I hope this video has been useful for you. If you have found it of use, then make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to go into a lot more into this and a lot more in depth in future videos. So remember that. And if you are kickstarting a new fitness and fat loss regime, then you might be getting a little bit frustrated about your weigh-in. Okay, what is the best weigh-in routine? How should you do it? When should you do it? Where should you do it? And I cover all that in this video here.